right, so it's a little bit shaky on the Herro front. Guess I'll do a little quick video. It's a little shaky on the Herro front right now, and people saying that right now Giannis, the Heat, and the Celtics are, they got a decision to make in Milwaukee. You got Kyle Kuzma saying that he's a throw-in in the deal, and he don't see himself as a throw-in. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video. So our channel. So now they're saying Boston is willing to send Jaylen Brown to Milwaukee for Giannis. But regardless, Sham is saying that it's going to be a 3-team deal regardless. The Bucks want 9 picks, so they need. I mean, honestly, hearing the Pistons give up Ron, Stu, and Duncan Robinson just to get Tyler Herro, I kind of don't like that. I'm gonna be real, and then you got to pay Herro. Honestly, and then I'm hearing the Hawks. This is just a rumor I've seen on X. The Hawks are considering trading their 8th pick for Trey Murphy. So I think the Pistons are out to Trey Murphy sweepstakes. Now, the Pistons can get in the Boston Celtics trade with Milwaukee, but I think they just in the Miami side of things. Now, also, what's so funny about this, and I put some of these rumors on the screen. It's also being said that the Heat don't want to part ways with Tyler Herro neither. So what it sounds like, and I don't know, another team could swoop in. What it sounds like to me, Herro won't be a Piston. Dusty May going down there in Dallas. I'm not sure how that's gonna work with Kyrie. I heard the Pistons been talking to. If I was a betting man, Tyler Herro and Trey Murphy won't be Pistons. I could be wrong. Just because I was saying this about the Dusty May trade. I did a video. Y'all probably won't see the Dusty May video till Tuesday. But this is what I was saying in my head. I'm just like, or I said in that video, I'm like, the Dusty May trade, ain't nobody hear nothing coming. Nothing leaked about the Dusty May deal. Excuse me. Nothing leaked about the Dusty May deal. Nothing leaked about that deal. And then, when you don't hear stuff really going on, and it just shock you, that's what, hear a whole bunch of chatter. I don't think the Pistons is going hearing that deal, Duncan and Isaiah Stewart and Ron. I think what you're going to end up seeing and they tender Jaylen Duren. I think in a situation, what you're going to see is, I think you're going to see Giannis going to Boston. I'm just to get, I could be, or another mystery team, but I think it's going to be Boston. They don't like Jaylen Brown. The NBA don't like Jaylen Brown. He too black for them. They're going to send him to Boston to exile. In my opinion, it'll be a huge mistake for Boston to do that. I don't really see Giannis being that upgrade, in my opinion. I don't see it. I don't see him being an upgrade over Jaylen Brown, but whatever, they can do it. It doesn't Giannis, wherever Giannis go, it doesn't scare me. I don't really see him being that upgrade, but in general, I think they do a 3-team deal. I think Jaylen end up in probably in Milwaukee. Giannis end up in Boston, and probably 3rd team. Some things get swapped. I don't know. I just don't really see, Miami said, we don't want to give up Herro. That's understandable, cool, and give up their core. They want to answer on Giannis now because they might want to go get Kawhi or try to see what's going on with Kawhi. I think the Pistons, you see the Pistons out of the Herro, the Murphy business. The funny thing about it is you hadn't heard anything outside of Trey Murphy in his deal. You haven't heard anything about Trey Murphy in the deal, like outside of Trey Murphy from the 4 position. So you haven't heard the Pistons interested in marketing Michael Porter Jr. You got people throwing Michael Porter Jr. out there, but the problem with that is he don't play no defense. So whoever you get to be your 2-guard position, at this point, they got to defend at a high level. You can't put something out there with Herro, or let's just say Levine and Trey Murphy. Levine and Michael Porter Jr. Then that changes the complete DNA of the team. Defensively, they don't play no fucking defense. So, even if you go Lauri Markkanen out there, that means the guy you put in the backcourt with Cade Cunningham got to defend at a high level. So, me personally, if I'm the Pistons, That's the key right there. That's the key. The question isn't if they can find a guy opposite of K. I mean, whether it's getting Levine, Kobe White to play with them. The bigger question is, what do you do at the 4 position? Because, at that point, when you start naming Herro, Levine, Kyrie, Kobe White, when you start, and I don't think they see Isaiah Joe as a starter, but when you start naming those type of guys to play next to Cunningham, you can't have nobody that can't defend at the 4 spot. That's the problem. That's the problem. But maybe they try it. I'm not mad. I'm knocking it. Maybe Michael Porter will give a good effort. But that short list of 4s, it get real short. It get real short. That 4 spot get real short. So when you start kind of talking, who do you put in that position? Because you got marketing. Maybe you got Jeremy Grant, Ryu Hachimura. I don't really care for none of those particular guys. Michael Porter Jr., Cam Johnson, he can't stay healthy. That's the bigger question to be asked. Would you swing? I'm not a Kuzma fan. No, thank you. Yeah, they got, very interesting. I think they can get a 2 guard, whether it's Jaylen Green, Zach LaVine, Kobe White, whoever it may be. The question is, what can they do to fulfill the 4 spot? That's the $1 million question. What can they do to fulfill the 4 spot? So I don't know. I honestly don't know, but whatever they can do to fulfill that 4 spot, that's gonna be up to them. But in general, right now, I think that Herro, I don't see that Herro deal happening. I don't see that happening. I think Miami gonna keep Herro and Bam together, and they gonna probably do something else. But in general, for the Pistons, I think you see the pivot is probably gonna be Kobe White, Levine. Like whatever your expectations was, whether it was Trey Murphy and Kyrie, it's Detroit. Taper them all the way down to the minimum expectation. Don't be surprised if they go out there next year with Tobias and Isaiah Joe and some smaller guys off the bench and say, well, this is our power move. We brought Durham back. We believe in K. We believe, Asar is going to shoot the ball, and we believe Ron is going to develop. I'm telling you that right now. Whatever your expectations is of the Detroit Pistons, of Kyrie, Trey Murphy, marketing, Levine, expect the bare fucking minimum adjustment. Detroit does not splash. They never have. They never will, in my opinion, when it comes to the Pistons or Lions. There will be no splash money. There will be no splash trade. There will be no Kyrie. There will be the bare fucking minimum or close to it, whether it's Kobe White. I'm not saying I don't like him. Isaiah Joe, Case and Wallace. There will be no Khalil Ware. There will be, you're going to get like Kuzma and Isaiah Joe or Kobe White and Kuzma. Ryu Hachimura and fucking Zach LaVine. That's what you're gonna get. Whatever your wildest imagination is, whether it was Herro, whether it was marketing, Murphy, McCullum, he went back. Whatever you thought they would do, go down to the bottom of the barrel. Detroit has never been that franchise. So check out Detroit Pistons, and I could be wrong, but check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Hit the link in the description. Say follow me everywhere: X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support.